I asked all the women in the audience, since they began practicing law, to raise their hand if, since they began practicing, they have been mistaken for a court reporter or support staff. And this being a younger group than other panelists I've given on this topic, I was really thinking, oh, we're going to have many fewer hands than I've seen before with older groups, and there were hands in the air across the board, and it was kind of sad. It's a culture that's not new, but I think we're just finally becoming empowered to call it out and talk about it and have conversations about it.
I think everyone has a role in just creating a culture where everyone feels safe, everyone feels valued, and people don't have to tolerate any type of abuse or harassment. The actual physical touching or inappropriate physical contact, everyone can recognize that as being inappropriate, and males, females, anyone who sees that needs to intervene and say, stop that, that's inappropriate. The much harder situation are the subtle harassment or the subtle innuendos, and those types of situations are where I think males can be more effective and more impactful. You know, the situation where maybe a senior male attorney makes comments about how a woman looks or a woman's attire and doesn't say anything about males. It's important for men to recognize that.
I think the role of men in these topics cannot be overstated. And it could be as simple as, you know, the way that a woman is perceived or treated once she begins to assert herself or point out things that she believes are improper. There's much more of a backlash for a woman than for a man.
It's not a black and white issue. You've got to know how to read it. You've got defenses of, oh, I was just kidding, or can't you take a compliment? And it's more insidious. It's more. It can be trickier to read and know how to react to. And you've always got the what's going to happen for me. What's the ramifications if I step up to this person in a position of power?
Everyone has a role when they see something inappropriate of stepping in and trying to do something to make the situation better. And it's not just on the burden of the person who's feeling uncomfortable or is being harassed to intervene.
We're cognizant that there's a lot of consensual relationships in the workplace, and the legal profession, of course, is no different. So it's really important. I typically counsel employers on how to deal with those. It's really important to have policies and procedures in place at the outset before a situation arises.
The culture is not going to change unless it starts with men. Their attitudes, how they react in situations, you know, certainly not saying come in like a white knight and save the woman who's having this happen, but between men not doing it, realizing what their words actually mean, talking to other men that they see perhaps knowingly or unknowingly are making comments or taking actions that are just not appropriate. It's really, they're the allies we need. And we have a lot of them, and we're very aware of that, very happy about that, and I think the purpose of continuing the conversation is to grow more and more of them.